so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Mr. Sharp, owner and founder of Dreams Gone Mobile, and today we're going to talk about what we need to do in order to book events in 2024. In order to maximize your food truck business and the investment that you've made into your food truck business, you want to make sure that you do these 4 things when it comes to booking events in 2024. So we're going to get right into it and dive deep when it comes to booking these events. And I'm going to give you a little bit of tips when it comes to booking events, what you need to say, how you need to say it. And at the end, we actually have a little treat for you for Valentine's Day. So first things first, if you do not have a Facebook, please make sure that you have a Facebook for your food truck business. It is extremely crucial to have some form of social media platform for your food truck business. A lot of people always ask me, is it important to have social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, etc., even a website? I always say yes. Why? Because it's a presentation for your business. Brand awareness is key. And if you don't know what brand awareness is, stay tuned in the next couple of weeks. We're going to be talking about marketing for your food truck business. Facebook is going to be your best friend when it comes to booking events. Why? Because there are so many different Facebook groups out there within your community, within your neighborhood, within the city, the state. I mean, you name it, they have it. It's so important to join these Facebook groups because, again, this is a community of people. A lot of the people that I get connected with, I find on Facebook, surprisingly. There's a community when it comes to Facebook, and there is an abundance of people on there. It's unlimited, and it's a great way to connect with people. What kind of Facebook groups can you join? Well, one of the #1 Facebook groups is Female Food Truckers. That has over 86,000 members on the Facebook group alone. You have to go and join today. The link will be below in the description, but you have to make sure that you join because there's an abundance of people on there that you can connect with and relate to. You can probably network with them, and you can get so much information that's super helpful for your food truck business, especially when you're starting off. So let's go ahead and jump to the next topic. But what I will say is join the Facebook groups, look up food trucks, events in your area, the state that you're in. You can look up Florida food trucks, you can look up New York food trucks, you can look up New York events. There's no limit, but make sure that you don't join too many in one day because Facebook might block you or spam you. So make sure you take your time when it comes to joining these Facebook groups. At the end of the day, wherever you're located, if you're in Florida, if you're in New York, you can actually enter the state or the city that you're in. Look up food trucks. So maybe, for example, Florida food trucks or New York food trucks or New York events, Texas events, all those things pertain to you, whatever state or city that you reside in. Join those groups because there's a bunch of information on there and you may be able to get connected with somebody. You never know how good things may turn out for you. Another great option when it comes to booking events is attending networking events. Yes, although you have to be in the kitchen most of the time, once you get settled in, you have to make sure you go out there and that you network. Put on your best dress, whether it's a suit or a dress, and make sure you go out there and network. Let everyone know who you are, what you do, and what kind of food that you serve. You'd be surprised how many people would love to book your food truck. It's still a unique business to be in. Although food trucks have been around since who knows how long, it's really important to stand out. So make sure that you introduce yourself. Don't be shy because I'm sure someone will appreciate that. When you go to these networking events, you want to make sure you have at least a flyer or a business card to make yourself presentable. And you want to make sure that you have some kind of contact information so that in the event they need to reach out to you, they can. A third great tool to have, and I've noticed that a lot of people have been doing this lately, is contacting HOAs. If you don't know what an HOA is, it's a homeowners association. That is basically a company that oversees a neighborhood and they want you to come out and serve to their community. Now, granted, not all HOAs like doing this, but surprisingly enough, there are a lot of neighborhoods that are condoning to food trucks being in their neighborhood. They would love to have some sort of small event going on in their neighborhood. I've seen it to be a lot more common, especially in the new construction builds. So don't be shy. Go ahead and reach out to the HOA communities and see if there's something that's possible for you to serve in the community and introduce yourself. Once you get to plant your seed in different communities and letting people know who you are, what you do, where you'll be at, there'll be people that will be reaching out to you and letting you know, hey, I saw you, or I saw you at this community and I missed you. Do you know where you're going to be back? You know, it becomes more habitual when it comes to coming back out because people are going to love your food. They're going to love what you're doing and they're going to want to see you back. So don't ever underestimate HOAs and don't be shy to ask if there's a possibility to showcase your business over there in their community. Finally, we're going to go into number 4, which is venues. Now, I haven't seen this happen too much, but it does happen at least once or twice a quarter. If you join a venue, let's say you want to go to some type of venue such as a barn venue, and they host weddings and parties and all things like that. A lot of the times people do request food trucks to come out, and they pay a certain fee, or they pay a set rate depending on the amount of people that they're going to be, and it'll either be the venue, or the venue will offer that to the person who's getting married, having a birthday party, a quinceañera. You never know what it is, but at the end of the day, venues are there to host parties. And some venues, instead of using their own people, they might outsource a food truck. So a great way to reach out to a venue is asking the person who handles the event coordinating for the venue, introducing yourself and letting them know who you are and what you serve, and asking them, is it possible for you to be a part of the vendors list when it comes to catering for an event? All these things that you do is essentially word of mouth. It's a great way for you to market your business without having to run any ads, without having to pay for Google ads, Facebook ads. These are just ways to go out there and do the work yourself, but in the end, it is a great reward. Now, again, we're going to go over the 4 things one more time. First is Facebook groups. Join every single Facebook group that you can join when it comes to your community or your state. 2, networking events. Networking events are a great way for you to be able to network with other people and maybe be around like-minded individuals who are also entrepreneurs, and they may be something that you can do in the future as far as business with other people. 3, HOAs. HOAs, Homeowners Association, is a great way to showcase your business and to be able, again, to introduce yourself to the community that you're in. If you're in a neighborhood that's a HOA community, that's a great way to kind of introduce yourself and let them know that you're here in the neighborhood. If there's ever something that someone needs from you, maybe they want to book you for an event as well. You never know, but a great way to do that is by putting yourself out there, letting the HOA communities know what you do and what you serve. And finally, venues. Venues are a great tool to have. I am not kidding. You have to make sure that you put yourself out there as many ways possible. And I will keep saying it over and over again. If you do not put in the hard work and effort when it comes to your food truck business, you will never ever strive. You have to make sure that you do these things and that you put yourself out there, put your business out there, and know that there is an unlimited amount of opportunities out there. These are just 4 ways, and there are so many other ways that you can join so many different events. But what I will say is that if you want to put yourself out there, if you want to build your brand up, and you want everyone to know about your food truck business, you have to knock out the shyness and go out there and get it done. Now, I know that a lot of you have been asking, how can I become successful in the food truck industry? What can I do? How can I get started? I just passed inspection. What's next? So on Valentine's Day, I actually am going to be dropping a new food truck guide, and I know a lot of you have been asking me over and over again, what should I do now? How should I prepare myself? I'm a newbie into this business. I've just passed inspection. What's next? And this food truck guide is designed for anybody who has already passed inspection and ready to do their big launch. From the point to where they want to do their grand opening to now booking events, information that I'm going to be giving to you, templates, ways to introduce yourself, reaching out to HOA communities, how to do that, what groups you should join. There's going to be so many different resources that's going to be on this guide, and you're going to be able to get it half off on Valentine's Day. The first 50 people who download this guide is going to get 50% off. And I'm super excited to announce that this is coming this Valentine's Day. So make sure that you stay tuned when it comes to Valentine's Day, because we will be giving you a special code in order to get that 50% off. Thank you everyone for tuning into my YouTube channel. I hope that you found this YouTube video helpful. And I do hope that if you have any questions that you comment below so that I can respond, or you could book a free call with me with the link in the description. And again, make sure that you stay tuned for the Valentine's Day special code that we're going to be announcing on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Until next time, guys, bye!
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty.